Okay, guys, special episode Foresight Football. Um, we met up in Andy's garage today. That's why we have the special scarves here, blocking as much as we can. And the reason is, for the first topic, it's Russo's last podcast with us.
He's betraying us.
All right, now we all can all put the birthday hats on. Russo's also wearing the birthday hat because he's celebrating.
City.
Champion.
Anyways, Russo.
Finally
You'll
built
never
five,
know this
finally.
feeling, Randy.
I do. 5.
Not with Arsenal.
Doesn't matter. We'll win one.
Wait, what's the 5 for?
Huh?
What's the 5 for?
Barca. You'll never get 5.
You'll never get one with Arsenal.
Who what? Chelsea.
Never.
Comments?
No, it's okay.
Anyways, guys, Russo's going to the Canadian National League Soccer League and becoming a professional footballer. So we're celebrating. We have a replacement for him, luckily. He might come on later, but no, I'm just kidding. Russo, you can say why you're leaving. Your final thoughts.
Final thoughts. We started with a dream. I won't be there to see the dream out, but I'll be supporting from the sidelines. You guys are gonna make it to the moon.
Thank you, Russo.
Beautiful words.
It's really
I
touching.
still hate
yeah.
City. It would have been nice if City didn't win yesterday, and then you came in.
Nah, that's the goodbye.
Exactly.
You know,
It's like
It was
perfect
the-
goodbye
He's
for
living
him.
on a high.
this is
Exactly,
this is the second saddest farewell in weeks. You know, sorry, Zlatan's over you.
Anyways, guys.
It's okay. I'm leaving at the highest high.
Nah, that's right.
Leave when I'm on top.
All right, so next thing we're gonna talk about, because we might as well, is the Champions League final. So, Russo, you could
Yeah, your thoughts.
take it away, bro.
It was. I fell to my knees. I was telling you when that final whistle blew, I fell to my knees. Head was on the ground. I couldn't believe what I saw. It was.
I hated that game, bro. I was watching it in my car. I didn't want to watch it. I'm like, I can't believe City reached the final. Like,
Again.
Like honestly, that whole day, even during the game, like I was shaking. I think it was worse this time than when they played Chelsea. Like my legs were shaking. Everything was like it was weak. Like if I had to go and stand up, I would have fallen straight back down. But and it was a frustrating game. We'll get on to the game, I guess, soon, right? But the game itself was frustrating. De Bruyne injured. But he's been playing with a hamstring injury for the last 2 months, he said. Exactly.
That's a weak mentality.
I mean, that's a weak mentality. He's been playing for the last 2 months with a broken hamstring.
Can't finish the last 60 minutes.
He made it through the season.
But why
Won
would
the,
you want to jeopardize the team like that?
exactly. He gave all he could with the rest of the season. Beat United in the FA Cup.
Oh,
2 assists, I want to say.
on two volleys.
Exactly. On 2 volleys. And then his hamstring gave out, right? He gave everything he could, though.
No, Modric, you would keep it.
If that was Modric, he wouldn't even have been playing. Don't even get me started on that second leg against City, because that was the most
Trash.
spineless performance I've ever seen from a midfielder. When his team needed him most, he got hooked at 60 minutes. That was abysmal. It's not like he was injured. Ancelotti just said, "You're playing like trash, so get off."
No, he's
No, he was playing like trash. It was one of the worst performances I think I've ever seen.
Not his brightest moments.
Exactly.
He's like 37, 38, bro.
He's old, but like he was trash over the 2 games.
There's
I think the entire midfield really was.
But the
yeah.
aura.
Aura of what? He had no aura. He was starstruck by De Bruyne. He couldn't believe
Okay,
that he was sharing the same field as him.
What else? I want you to share your. I want you to share your superstitions that you had.
So my superstitions. So when they were playing Chelsea, I was watching the game in my room. I wasn't wearing this jersey. I was wearing a different jersey. I was wearing a Balotelli jersey from City.
I remember you wearing
Yeah.
the jersey.
Why?
Because I don't like for that whole Champions League run, I was wearing that jersey instead of this one.
Let's be honest, there's not a lot
So-
of Italians that played for Man City.
Exactly.
In the past
So-
20
Ecuador
years.
plays for Man City.
What?
Who?
Who?
Caicedo.
Oh, the reserves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he played for Inter and Man City.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. No, but he didn't even play for Inter. He was on loan last year for like.
I think-
No, he
what was
actually-
it like?
he actually-
Lazio was his best
Yeah.
venture, like I
He
guess
actually had
career
played time
was.
with Inter.
Bro,
Like
he-
not a lot.
He got subbed on for maybe like a combined 30 minutes in 2 games.
Yeah.
And then they decided
Yeah.
bye. Jekko comes in.
For real, best striker Inter obviously.
Are you insane?
Given
Didn't
Lukaku's
they have that
situation,
Bro,
He's
if,
been-
yeah, if you put him
Did
in
they have
Lukaku's
more?
situation, he
He's not even better than Palacio.
Why am I defending?
He's not even better than Pandev.
he's
Oh,
better than
No,
Lukaku.
Pandev. Yeah,
Pandev
he
was
He's
sick.
better than that, but he's better than Lukaku.
That's
No,
just
he's not.
Serie A fan
If
right
you
there.
put him in there, he scored.
Bro,
He scores like
Are you like trying to rile him up here?
are you insane?
Come on, Lukaku's trash.
Bro, he played 30 minutes last year for Inter. Caicedo. He played a combined like 30 minutes. He played twice. 30 minutes. 30 minutes is probably pushing it. Last year? I don't care. He was trash.
His name is not Lukaku.
Anyways, continue. You're wearing the Balotelli jersey.
Yeah, I was wearing the Balotelli jersey. I was watching in my room. And that was it. And I went out the day, like during the day. And I think that was one of the like the top ones that ruined it because
Sold it last time.
yeah, when they played Chelsea. Because then that same like a couple months later when it was the Euros, when Italy was in the finals, I didn't go out that day. Like my brother went out to go do something and I could have gone with him, but I didn't. I stayed home. And they won.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Exactly. So that was a
good time.
that was a superstition in my
Did
head.
you
So
go out when they played North Macedonia? 'Cause that
I had
was
work.
the shit
I had
out of
work,
you.
so like that
Where
was
you
probably
work, give me the Addy.
exactly. So that was
It's all
probably
your
why.
fault.
So
He was saving it for the Portugal game.
I
man,
went out when they played Portugal. Actually, I thought it was good, like reverse.
man, that was horrendous. But yeah, and then this time, so I didn't go out. I was wearing this jersey, but I was still watching it in my room just because I don't know. I was
It's
like,
your room. It's
yeah,
just like a
it's my
bathroom.
room.
It's
You
like-
know, I was watching every game in my room. They slapped a Madrid and Bayern in my room. So exactly. So like, everything was just it felt right. And then when the game started, everything just felt off. Like the way City were playing, I guess we'll get into the game, right? The way they were playing was what?
He literally only had 32 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
see?
remember because
the Inter fan knew how
exactly
long.
because I was every time I would watch like every time
He was, like,
how many games
third
did he
on the
play?
striker
2 games,
list,
3
though.
games, exactly. He was horrendous.
Where is he now? Actually,
Bro, he came in case our other 3 strikers got injured. Our other 4 strikers got injured. That's the only reason he came in.
yeah, he was like third string.
Ah.
should have trusted him, bro.
No, they shouldn't have.
Bro, he was like
Who would he have been better than?
Jacob.
No, he wouldn't have.
Excuse me. What?
Nah, okay.
Oh, I love Jack.
He was
so
also at the end
much.
of his career too.
Did he retire?
No, he's in
He's in
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia,
Arabia right
making the
now.
money.
Is he doing good there?
Let me see.
He
He
even
was
check
like
this-
30 goals.
Exactly.
30. That's pretty good.
What? So he has 30
Ender
goals?
Valencia went off this year.
No.
actually, in
Oh,
Turkey,
and
so
then Valencia went on.
If you had Ender instead of Lukaku.
you know, if only he stayed at West Ham,
Bro.
he'd be a
Two
Conference League
goals.
champion.
Bro,
I'm,
Valencia would
I
have
loved him with
his knees would have buckled the second he stepped off the bus.
Ooh, Ender?
Yes.
Oh my god.
If he was there instead of
Don't
Lukaku,
disrespect Ender.
His knees would have buckled
No, he
just
wouldn't.
stepping into that stadium.
Don't disrespect Ender.
Oh.
Ender's the goal
God, bro.
Of what?
of the Turkish league.
Icardi has more goals than him.
No, he
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
Ender has
I feel like he
more
does.
goals
To the
than him.
test. I mean,
No, he
top
doesn't.
scorer.
Icardi has 20 plus
listen,
goals.
I would trust
like
them. I'm
40
a check
goals.
right now.
He has 40 goals this
Yes.
season.
All
That's
comes,
embarrassing.
all comes.
All right, well, who won the league? Icardi won the league.
Oh my gosh. They won, but also like
Besiktas?
there was, like,
No,
Eight
Galatasaray.
points. Galatasaray.
That's right.
but they also had like 5 games where it was like forfeit.
Okay, so what?
Ender Valencia,
They-
29
they-
goals, yeah.
Okay, he has like
And
6
by
more
Dieng,
goals than him.
23, and then Icardi
Right.
comes in number 3.
He has 6 more goals.
We beat Icardi.
All
Individually,
competitions, though, I think that's
we're
40.
ranking individuals.
But Ender Valencia goals
Okay,
plus
now
assists,
I'm gonna
30
rank
points
trophies.
total. Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
in
you
the
want to
league.
rank trophies?
Yeah,
I will rank trophies.
34
That's-
goals and assists in the league. But all competitions, he has 40. I think. Or 41.
Well, who's the footmod rating champion? Icardi.
Exactly. Either way,
Fucking cheating.
his knees would have buckled.
His
The
knees
second
would
he
not
stepped
have
off, the second he stepped off the bus, his
This
knees
has
would have
derailed
buckled.
so much.
Okay, back to the final.
Yeah.
There's no Ecuadorians in the final.
Either way, that first half
Yeah.
was
I want to hear when you get to De Bruyne. How I felt about that, but keep going.
Okay, so the first half, that was not. I'm not gonna say it was the worst time or the worst like first half I've seen City play, because when they played Southampton in the Carabao Cup, that was one of the worst performances I've ever seen. But this was up there, like nothing was clicking. Ederson had his most bozo moment I've ever seen him have. When he just kicked it out of bounds, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, because I thought it was an injury, and it just like it didn't pan to anything. It just panned to like Dumfries taking a long throw.
Yeah.
So like I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then on that long throw, like it comes up, and Ederson like he doesn't go and grab the ball. He just lets it bounce in front of him, and Lautaro almost puts it in. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. My heart was beating out of my chest because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then, I mean, there was no like clear cut chances in that first half for either team really. Haaland had one chance, he was put through. I'm not gonna say it was not a super tough angle, but like he could have done a little bit better. It was like right at Onana, and then De Bruyne got injured. I'm not gonna like. I mean, he got injured, right? He was playing with a broken hamstring for 2 months. He said, "What more do you want from the guy?" It's just unfortunate. Like he got injured in the last finals. That thug Rudiger broke his eye socket, and now he tore his hamstring. But he was injured. He's been injured for 2 months, right?
When that happened, did you feel like it was going downhill from there?
Like deja vu. This is
Like,
happening
yeah,
again.
did you think
like,
that, we're
yeah.
gonna lose again?
Like it's all this. It's the same script at this so far. It's the same script, right?
A little bit, but a little bit, because I was like, yeah, actually, you know what? I guess I was kind of feeling it. It's
Or
like,
did you feel like this is not the same team? Got fucking Erling Haaland up there.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I don't know.
kind of like Casper today. I mean, yesterday, but like,
I mean, he didn't need to do much. So we still won.
He's
but
done.
whatever.
yeah.
He's done a lot. You know
Exactly. You know, he's the reason we got there, right? The performances against Bayern, Leipzig, group stage, top goal scorer of the competition, right? But I kind of was feeling that. I was like, when he went down injured, I was kind of thinking like,
Oh my god.
it could like it's gonna happen
happening
again, like, and if what?
How dare you?
Oh, okay. And then like if City would have lost, like it would have been like he cracks under the pressure again, not built for the big moments, not a big game player. Everything that's just hocus, right? Because he's the biggest big game player at City right now, right? But Foden came on, and like I'm not gonna too much. Obviously, I love that guy, and when he's been playing in the middle like the last few games after they won the title, and he is De Bruyne's successor. When De Bruyne retires, Foden will be in that De Bruyne spot as an 8 or like as a 10.
You're saying he's gonna play mid instead of left wing?
Yeah. Like there's already things like saying like next season he's gonna be more played like in the middle, because Bernardo's probably leaving, and if Gundogan leaves,
who knows going to Barca?
probably
Probably.
if it's not City, he probably is going to Barcelona. Realistically,
Arsenal maybe. Maybe it's
no chance. No,
I would take him.
he doesn't want to be there.
Brighton.
right.
No chance.
Nah,
Whoa.
James Milner is there.
Milner is going to Brighton.
So, but
Yeah, he is.
Barca too.
Who?
Actually, no. We're getting Kimmich.
What?
With what money?
How?
We'll make it happen.
Guys couldn't even get
Where
Messi to happen.
have you seen Kimmich is going to Barca?
You haven't
I
seen
haven't
the
seen
news?
that.
No, the only thing I've seen about Kimmich is he's coming to.
You've seen it, right?
The only thing I've seen with Kimmich is like there's like very slight rumors that he could come to City.
His agent, Robert Lewandowski, doing his magic right now.
Why would he want to go to
He's a
Barca?
trash
Because,
agent.
bro, his idol. You know who his idol is?
Who?
Xavi.
Okay, and who's the better team right now?
Could argue Barca.
Are you insane?
Okay, let's get back to let's finish the game.
Right.
Bro,
Doing it
you're
on purpose.
insane, man.
I didn't think
You
it was
can
gonna
argue.
happen.
Bart.
You're
The
insane,
way
man.
you said it too. Like,
Like, okay, well, yeah, whatever. That first half was abysmal, but Inter were playing really good. And Inter was playing really good, right? Brozovic was doing his job. When I saw Brozovic was starting, I knew it was gonna be harder, because if Mkhitaryan was starting and it was Hakan Çalhanoğlu in like that 6, City would have ran through them, because like when Brozovic is playing as a CDM, it's a different team. Like he's a destroyer. He'll break things up. He's like
He's
like
super
Rodri,
underrated.
like Casemiro.
Yeah.
He's like that kind of player. So I knew it was gonna be harder, and they were doing their job. DiMarco had a really good game. Cherby, when Inter first signed Cherby, I thought this was a horrible signing, but the later end of the season, he turned up. So that first half, I thought Inter was doing good, and I was like, it's happening. Like there's a possibility. And then the second half was a little bit better. City was more like they had times where they were more like fluid, more in their rhythm, like normal City. And Inter just not couldn't keep up, but like I don't know, like the class, I guess, like was showing. City is realistically the better team, right? I'm not gonna.
On paper,
Yeah, on paper they're the better team, right? And then when Lukaku came in, I always thought when Lukaku comes in, it's gonna be a different game because he's just more physical. Like, not that our players couldn't handle him. Again, this is another topic. I think Diaz is one of the best center backs in the world right now, especially that performance he had yesterday. That was one of the best games I've ever seen that guy play.
Honestly, yeah, there's not much competition in the world right now.
He's up
Exactly.
there. Like,
He's-
definitely
Yeah,
like-
deserves his flowers.
like the only
Exactly.
person I would say is better than him is Arujo.
Yeah.
That's it.
Maybe I'm not gonna. I don't want to comment. 'Cause I don't watch
Don't start
Barca.
with the disrespect.
I don't watch
You
Barca.
start with the disrespect,
I'm
I'm
literally
going
saying-
I would.
Yeah, he's-
over Diaz.
I wouldn't. I don't need to watch him because I'm not gonna put him over Diaz because I know he's not. Diaz is above the rest right now. He's above everyone. He's above everyone right now. Van Dijk, don't even bring talks to me on that guy's name
No, Van Dijk's
No,
not
Van
even.
Dijk-
this season.
He's not
Rudiger,
fine
that
right
thug, don't talk to me about him.
I wouldn't. No one. I wouldn't even put any Robert or Van Dijk.
Good.
No, he's good, but bro, it's his
No,
first
it's
season.
a
Come
big
on.
moment.
He's good, but whatever. He's not. No one's better than Diaz right now. He was like, I think he could have easily gotten man of the match.
I think Arujo's better right now.
Then who?
Diaz.
You're insane.
Like, okay, you can say that because
You
like,
could
he
see
won
how
Champions
much-
League, he won. Okay, yeah, but individually,
When Arujo's
like,
not there too,
yeah.
that's when Barca starts to.
That's like that with Diaz too, bro.
No,
Do you
when
not
Diaz
remember
not
when?
there, you can put Akanji and Stones in your?
That's not the same, bro.
So
Diaz
you
is
guys are
But you
players-
guys-
no, bro. Diaz is a leader. Diaz brings calmness to, bro.
So was it
I
Araujo.
didn't ever see that guy speak.
Who? Diaz?
Yeah.
You're insane,
He's
bro.
camera shy.
Diaz is a leader. Like when Diaz isn't playing, and like I'm watching the games, you could tell like there's not like a calmness. There's not that voice at the back. Like Stones isn't someone that's gonna take charge. Akanji definitely not. Ake, no. Laporte, don't even get me started with that guy. That guy's knees buckle whenever the lights are shining on him. His knees buckle. It's like when Diaz is there, there's calmness in the team. No chance. So then, like when Lukaku came on, it was just a different game. It was more like of a physical presence, and I knew once he comes on, it's just gonna be long balls into him, and they're gonna fight for that second ball. He's gonna chest it down, or he's gonna head it down to someone, and like they're gonna go from there. And that's exactly what they were doing. But again, City were playing a little bit better. Like I don't. Oh my, yo, when Akanji, because this was before Rodri scored. Akanji. Or it was headed back. I think it was from Silva. He headed it back to Akanji. But Akanji left it and it rolled straight through. Lautaro was not one-on-one because it was kind of like the net's here and Lautaro was here.
Yeah.
But it's like he could have squared it to Lukaku or Brozovic, or he could have scored easily.
Yeah.
And like City got let off big. And then but Ederson came up with a big save. And that's Ederson's second half. That's one of the
He was amazing that second half.
Definitely redeemed.
he redeemed himself. That was one of the best performances I've ever seen from this guy in his whole career because he is so trash sometimes. And then
107?
no, 7 Darian. Usually when you keep going.
Guys, listen, I don't like Man City either, but this is his time
Yeah,
to
yeah.
speak.
Come on, Ale.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You can talk about Leon winning the CONCACAF Champions League later, okay?
That's horrendous, man.
Says they're gonna beat you guys in Club World Cup.
This guy's an idiot.
Leon beating
Beating who?
City.
Bro, they're not even first place in Liga MX. Not even the best team in Mexico.
Imagine that.
Who is the first place team in that?
I have no idea.
Now that we've driven, go on. I'm listening. Please. Again, I respect Champions League winners, even
Thank you,
know,
thank you. Exactly. I
even
respect
if it was
Conference League.
Inter. You know, oh, thank you.
Oh.
Hey, actually, before I go on, I had told Awa this, but guys, if you can tell, everybody's English, Prem team won something at this table except Arsenal. I had to throw
Literally
that
everyone, bro.
Oh,
Champions
But that's
League,
embarrassing.
Carabao-
We weren't supposed to win anything, but
That is true, but you guys exceeded
we
expectations.
exceeded expectations.
But listen,
that's embarrassing.
you saw this coming once West
You
Ham
guys-
won that game. That I was
94%.
going to start chirping.
94%.
And if I had to go
The league,
prestige of the
top of the
trophy,
league.
one,
Look, we
two,
weren't
and the
even
Carabao Cup's
Exactly.
nowhere near
Nowhere
the
near.
Conference League. So you're
That's a Tim Pot trophy.
yeah, like
Oh my god, what? What?
So-
I just turned it
No,
on.
no,
That's
listen.
not all yours to
no. All I said that from all the trophies that our teams won, like Prem team wise, yours is ranked third.
yours is at the
Conference
bottom.
League is way better
I
than the
got that.
Carabao
Okay.
Cup.
That's
Not disrespecting any tournament, but
I got that.
go on. We're
Carabal's
talking
Tim
about
Pot.
the trophy of trophies.
Exactly.
that you win
The
as a champion.
trophy.
one thing.
No.
Development stage, and we almost won the league. We're supposed to come fifth.
Almost
We were
counts.
supposed to come fifth.
That was the odds in
That
Vegas.
was the odds.
Almost counts for nothing. If you're not
Well,
first,
that's
you're
how-
last.
Okay, Vin Diesel.
If you're not first, you're last. But yeah, Lukaku came on. It was a different game. Akanji almost ruined the game for us with that letting it in. But then I think after that moment, it was a lot more City. It was a lot more fluid. People were getting into the game a little bit more. Like Rodri was a bit more into the game. Foden was getting on the ball more. Silva was being a little bit more direct. And then I don't think I'm missing anything before the goal. But then when the goal happened, Akanji, not like typical City, but it's just like it's the center back stepping forward. They're putting the pressure on. Plays the ball through to Silva, tries to square it across. I think it was a Cherby or DiMarco. No, it wasn't DiMarco. I think it was Darmian or someone. Blocks it, falls right out to Rodri. I'm just thinking, this is perfect. It's coming in. Slaps it into the net. I was freaking
Did you
out.
think
Like
that it was gonna count, or were you like
the goal, no. I knew it was counting because like there was nothing wrong with it. I knew Silva wasn't offside because there was like 2 or 3 defenders like sitting deep in the box. Even if it was a handball, it wouldn't have been called back because it's already a goal. He slaps it into the net. Well, there's maybe like 20 minutes left. I fell to my knees again. I couldn't believe what
So close now. 20 minutes.
I'm thinking. This is it now. It's coming. It's coming home. It's gonna happen.
It's coming home.
Fell to my knees, Rodri, and it's not poetic that he scored, but he's been like the engine of the team. He's played 50 plus games. I think he's only missed like 2 games this whole season, or in the Prem at least. I've seen somewhere saying like he's only missed 2 games. He's been one of the best players in City, and he doesn't get the recognition. He's been one of the best players in the world. Really, like he's the best CDM in the world. There's no argument there. Not Casemiro. And I don't even
I
know
was
who
like,
else.
a little call back to that
Yeah.
argument there. So it is poetic that
Yeah.
Rodri, bagged
Exactly.
that goal
Hold on,
in.
let me cut you off.
Oh, here we go.
I never said
Ah.
Casemiro was better this season. I said of all time, Casemiro's better.
Because Rodri's only been in the limelight for the last like 3-4 years, and his first year at City wasn't good, and now look at him. He's the best CDM in the world. He's better than that guy that should be in jail on Arsenal, Partey. That guy shouldn't even be playing football. That guy should be locked up.
He is not guilty.
That guy should be locked up. Should be in jail. No, this was like
Guilty until proven. Okay?
he should be in
I
jail.
mean, innocent
He
until
should
proven.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure you said that wrong. But
Innocent until proven.
you would not make a good lawyer. Just saying.
Definitely.
I would buckle under the pressure too.
You would buckle like Valencia stepping off the bus.
Wow.
Valencia.
But yeah,
It's probably
I'll
because
buckle like you on a 1v1 against
Valencia has more goals in the World Cup this year than Italy has appearances.
wait, don't get both
Who-
of us started.
who has
okay?
more World Cups in general? Who has more World Cup appearances than like?
Yeah, we can afford to miss it.
Yeah, well, we can miss
a
a
couple.
bro,
Actually, a couple.
we can
Okay, okay,
Italy.
okay.
You're more relevant.
Italy, are you insane?
You're more relevant.
When was the last time Ecuador won something?
Bro, who's
don't
more
have
relevant?
You haven't been alive to see Ecuador win
You
anything.
guys
I
lost
don't
to
think they
North
have any,
Macedonia.
You
I don't
haven't
wanna
won.
hear it.
You haven't won anything.
North
Have you won a?
Macedonia.
Okay, like yo, have you at least won a Copa America?
No, man.
North
Like yo, you
Macedonia.
qualify for that every year.
Automatically.
Like you don't even have to do nothing, and you're in the tournament. You haven't won.
You guys probably qualified. Who do you guys have to verse in the qualifiers?
In the Euros,
England.
Yeah.
everyone else in the Euro. Exactly, we have to
We have
face
in our
England
group.
this year.
Oh,
England, North Macedonia,
Macedonia
Ukraine.
For bottle jobs.
how can you say that if we've won
Okay,
something?
okay, wait. Let's go back to the.
Alice, see what you did. I told you not to bring up Italy,
You
but
brought
no,
up. You brought up.
No, no, no.
United Valencia,
that is a
bro.
good point. We've all taken some jabs here.
Whatever. Rodri scored.
Final
He's
20 minutes.
it was kind of poetic, right? He's been one of the City's best players. And after that, there was that Foden chance. Man, if he would have scored, it would have been the icing on the cake. He gets the ball, turns, it's like spins beautifully, pirouettes, and it's like Haaland was kind of like distracting everyone, and everything just like parted open like the Red Sea. Foden was like Moses, parting the City defenders.
That's some praise there.
And then he like passed it straight to Onana, man. That was a horrendous shot. If it was like not anyone else there, but like if that was Haaland there, it's a goal because he's putting his boot through it.
Couldn't be the other day.
Because Pedri wouldn't be in that situation,
Continue.
Oh,
right? But then after that, then the chances were coming. Lukaku had a couple chances, a couple like 1v1 chances, and then the DiMarco chance, it bounces over. I don't know if Akanji just left it or he couldn't get to it. It bounces. DiMarco tries to lob Ederson off the bar. Headers again. Lukaku with an incredible save for City. He blocks it. Then time just goes on again. City is just doing what they can, right, to hold on. And again, I'm just thinking like it's almost there. I'm counting down the minutes. I'm like 15 minutes left, 10 minutes left.
And those
Like,
are the
it's-
most excruciating.
Exactly, like it.
Getting towards the end.
Exactly. 'Cause I'm like,
and
yo,
then the extra time number comes up.
oh
It's
my
like,
god.
Oh, plus 5 minutes.
Oh my
great.
gosh.
So then it's more stress on you.
Exactly. Then the second Lukaku chance, it comes in. I think it's Bellanova puts it into Gosens back post, heads it back to Lukaku. He's such a bozo, man, because he heads it straight at Ederson, but still Ederson still has to like react to it. He still has to save it. And again, another incredible save by Ederson. And again, Diaz, like with the whereabout to just guide it out of bounds. Like that's like it's the little things that he's doing, right? To head it out.
Are you talking about that chance, like at the end, like the knee save? Like, am I thinking the same?
Yeah.
Like for a
it's-
moment, did you not think? Because I think the angle from like the camera,
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I thought that was gonna be an own goal. Like,
Yeah.
Was there a moment where you're like, did Diaz just put it in his own net, or was it okay? It's out. It's good. He did.
I kind of did.
Best center back in the world.
I kind of did think it. Like I thought it was gonna go in. Like I couldn't believe
Because
what.
it all happened really so fast.
Mhm. Like I couldn't believe.
Continue.
I couldn't believe what I was. My head was in my hands. Like I was sitting like this on my desk because I was like I couldn't, not like I couldn't believe the chances were coming, but it's like the chances were coming. Like they were
At that stage of the game.
Yeah,
like,
because it's like late, right? And it's like really good chances. And then again, time just goes on. And then the last one, corner whipped in, DiMarco. I think it was Lautaro or Gosens heads it on. Ederson punches it out, goes out of bounds. The final whistle. I dropped to my knees. I couldn't believe it. I finally am seeing this, and it's just like everything that like not that I've that I've watched, like I've like seeing all of this, like at the start of the season they weren't playing good, or not that they weren't playing good, but not playing up to like what City or like what everyone thought City was gonna be like, right? With Haaland, De Bruyne, Grealish second season, like the winger at City, they're known to like be better the second season. Like it was just like it was happiness. I'm like, we did it.
Yeah.
The treble that was on the line too, and now it's like everyone or like for like certain reasons too. Like I was especially happy for De Bruyne because like it cements him. Like in Premier League, he's the best midfielder of all time now. In the Prem, no one stands with him. In the world now,
I'll take it. I'll just say yes, just because if I can't think of anyone on the top of my head, even though I'm not like don't have much history of anything until like 5 years ago, I'll just accept it. Unless Sandra has something to say.
No, I would have to put De Bruyne. Yeah.
De Bruyne, okay.
Like
I'll say that.
Like, don't get me wrong. It's like it's a list that you can go down, like Giggs, goals,
Yeah.
like, but like I
You
think
could,
Kevin De
but-
Bruyne definitely is.
I-
And remember, for Germany, as a Wolfsburg fan, that's we're the team that originally.
Exactly,
You're
like-
welcome.
Exactly, and he would like even at Wolfsburg, he was good. Like I always say to them when they bring it up, I'm like Wolfsburg, he was player of the year
like
with
the
Wolfsburg.
like just that entire season, I still watch the highlights back now.
Exactly,
Oh my
like,
god,
bro,
we
like
sold him.
he was incredible at Wolfsburg, Player of the Year. He beat Bayern in the cup with Bender as a striker. Like that's the point. Like
We
I always say,
had
like
Arsenal legend.
exactly. Like I feel like I have to
Better-
emphasize
what
that.
did he say? I'm better than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Exactly, like,
Nick Bender.
he
Warren
had-
Bender.
He had Bender as a striker, and he was Player of the Season, brought them into the Champions League, and won the
all the way to the quarters where we
Exactly.
were leading Man U. Not Man U.
it was
Real
Madrid. Yeah,
And
it was
then-
2-0 in the first leg.
Then yeah, Ronaldo went off for a hat
Exactly.
trick. That time, that was the
I thought
one-
Wolfsburg would actually
Yeah.
beat them.
Oh, I was like, so like that is my German team. Don't
Hmm.
ask me why, because they had a cool name, and when you're a kid, you just pick the cool name, right?
Exactly.
Especially in Germany, they're full of them. So, and it stuck. And I remember,
Mhm.
the season we had Kevin De Bruyne, Andreas Schürrle, and
Exactly,
even
like-
Draxler came after, and then all
Yeah,
went downhill.
Draxler.
Obviously, I know why the team went downhill. It had something to do with the
Mm.
company in general. Like, I'm not going to go into the history of that, but yeah, like he was killer in Bundesliga.
Mhm.
He just picked up in the Prem.
Exactly. Like that was the one. Like I was like it cements his history, and it also cements Pep. Like bro,
It makes
He's
it
done
even-
two-
His legacy is greater now.
exactly. Like
Two
he
trebles,
like
two
he,
different
like
things.
even before, like if he had never won the Champions League with City, I still think he's the best manager of all time. Just for what he's done with football. Like he's reinvented it so many times. Like yo, do you know how many times I've seen people do now this formation that City does? This 3-2-4-1. Bro, I'm seeing everybody make like on Twitter. I'm seeing everyone make concept squads with this formation. Bro, nobody was doing this 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Pep, what the hell, bro? Like no one's doing this. Pep, like, and I can go into everyone like or everyone in City like Stones. I think I was telling you today, he's a Rolls Royce defender. That's a topic for another because I can keep going. Like, but Pep, it just cements him. 2 trebles with 2 different teams now. He breaks the thing. He can't win a Champions League without Messi. Like he's the
He needed that.
exactly. There's so many different stories that can be told with City winning now.
I've always respected Pep.
Mm.
Like literally always. I don't think I've ever really had anything bad to say about him.
He's
So this one, like, he's in like he was always a great manager, with Barca and what he did with City. But winning the Champions League catapulted him like into a different dimension, kind of like that. Because like now he's won both titles with 2 different. I mean that title with 2 different teams.
yeah.
So he's there. He's up there. He's probably the best.
2 trebles with 2
Exactly,
different teams.
yeah.
Like
2
that's
trebles.
like I think the big one now.
He's at the top. 3 Champions League, countless leagues. Like he has 5 Premier Leagues now, 2 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, and like Community Shield, whatever, right? And 1 Champions League now. Like he's done what he was brought in to do at City.
Right.
Win a Champions League. Like he's like I said, there's just so many different stories that can be told with City winning Champions League now for different players and like Gundogan. He's 2 finals losses, 1 with Dortmund, 1 with
Yeah.
City.
Mm.
He's a first time winner. Like,
It's like he's for City's history as far as like we'll see how many you guys win in the future. It'll mean so much because Pep won the first one.
exactly.
So
It's like now it's the floodgates are open.
Yeah.
Now it's
Monkey's off the back now. Just
Exactly.
Yeah.
go
That's-
so
unleash
now there's
it,
gonna
yeah.
be more like there's not gonna be those nerves that
Yeah.
you're not there.
exactly. Like now it's that's like and the monkey on the back is like that's a real thing. Like Champions League, his pedigree is a thing. Like we saw with Napoli.
Mm.
Like
Yeah, no.
Napoli should have been in the finals.
Could do nothing
It
against
is.
us.
And they weren't. They were horrendous against Milan. It's like you have that pedigree. I mean, you have that. Napoli's never been there.
Yeah.
Like the quarterfinals is the furthest.
That
they've
was
been.
the furthest, yeah.
Exactly. So
It's not a hot take, but really, Barca should have been the final. Like no joke,
Oh my God.
they should have been.
All right,
Like,
here you
what?
go.
Like-
Your time to talk.
Bro, Barca should like if we didn't get injured, like a lot of our players injured, we
Are you saying
Would
you
I had-
would replace Inter and
yeah,
go through
like
the
we
whole...
could have actually been in the finals.
I don't think you guys would have beat AC Milan.
No,
What? No, I
Bro, I don't
feel
think
No,
you guys
no.
would have beat Benfica.
that would be close.
Yeah, we
actually.
would have.
No,
If
you
we
wouldn't,
had
though.
all of our players fit,
I don't think
we're
so.
beating them.
No chance.
Yeah, we are.
I don't think so.
We are. If
I don't
all
even
of
know
our
if we
players,
would've
because
got past
bro,
Porto.
You got to remember too. You guys didn't get past Man United, and
but that's because we were injured, bro.
but who would you have faced
So
when you were
You
injured?
still would have your injured players against Porto.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we stayed fit, you know,
But that's
are
ifs,
important.
what's and
Okay,
buts.
but
So
that's
that's what
like-
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We could
That's
have
like two
made the
different
final,
ifs.
but because injuries sucks, like you can't predict them, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
they happen, and if they happen to your best players, you're gonna get fucked.
You have to play
For
through
sure,
them.
yeah.
So if they stayed fit, we realistically could have made it to the final. Because look at that run. It was just the side of Inter, Milan, Napoli, Benfica, Porto. Like
I
we
don't
could
know,
have beat
bro.
those
I mean,
teams.
look at AC Milan. They had Leao injured, right?
Yeah, first leg.
But
It's kind of changed. I think
even with
Young was
Leao,
injured
even with
for,
Leao, they weren't gonna win.
Mayan
I
was
think the
injured for
first
a lot
leg,
of.
first leg against Tottenham, and then
Yeah,
he came
he
back the
was.
second.
Yeah, but even with Leao, they weren't gonna win it. I don't think they would have beaten it.
no, not this year.
Inter, no.
No. So
It-
like,
Inter had our
Inter on
mark
the back
this
end of the
year, yeah.
season was
Yeah,
like,
they-
Aside from that first meeting, which was only
Yeah.
3-2 win for us, like you guys had us on locks. You know,
yeah, into the second. half of the
Darmian
season,
just knew what to do.
Yeah.
Darmian
so.
locked up layout.
Sorry to cut you guys short. Do you have anything else to add into the Man
Oh.
City one?
I want to ask you something though. Actually, if they would have scored, Inter would have scored that last minute, or close to last minute goal. Do you think they would have, like, City still would have won, or do you think that they would have scored another goal or went to penalties?
I don't know, because I think Inter were only getting these chances because City was defending. Like they were sitting back. They were like kind of I guess allowing pressure, but like allowing pressure, right? Because you're holding on to the lead.
Yeah.
But I think if Inter do score one of those chances, I think it also goes back to last season, like when it happened with Madrid, right? Madrid
I think
scores
you guys
those
would've
two late
buckled.
goals.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have buckled. I think they would have learned from last year. They would have been like, we're
They
heads
would've
down. We've been in this situation.
Buckled like Eder Valencia's knees, bro.
No chance.
Oh, and there it comes back.
Look like Italy.
Randy.
Bro, you can't talk about international football.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
won anything.
What are your thoughts? Do you think if Inter scored that last minute header, what do you think would have happened?
Yeah. So I think Inter would have gained so much momentum.
They would have gained
It would-
momentum,
it
but
would've went to pens.
I
It
feel
would've
like
went to
it would have went. Yeah, like I don't think there would have been another goal. It would have just been the same kind of game. It would go to pens, and it begs the question because we've joked about this before. As much as I do like Ederson, I really don't know how he is in pens because Man City doesn't really get to that stage, and that's a good thing because no one wants to go to fucking pens.
Yeah.
But I think Man City will have they're just stacked. Like they have tremendous depth. Like anyone could have replaced anybody, and I'm sure they would have been able to take a pen.
Yeah. Like,
But again, like
you
maybe
think
Never being
even-
there, like not having the experience.
I mean, like
so that's
those
what it
Inter
is.
players also haven't been there. Like none of them
But
have
the
been.
club though.
The
like,
club
it's the
has.
club.
I guess, but I don't know. I still
Because they
think
went
City
into
would
that
have.
game with that confidence, like they can.
They
win.
did.
Yeah, they
I,
did. They played
I haven't
good.
said my part yet because I've watched a good amount of the game,
Mm.
as much as I didn't want to.
because he knew it was going to happen.
I did. Like I said, my prediction, I was saying 3-0, but the one I was leaning the most to was 3-1.
Mm.
So
Nowhere near.
yeah, for real. Like as the game happened, I'd say the first 10 minutes, I'm like, yo, this actually isn't going that bad. Like I could see this is feeling like an upset game to me. It really was. And then De Bruyne came off.
Wow.
Ederson was being like a Ninja Turtle, bro.
Sloppy, yeah.
Like he was playing so dumb.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, like Inter could pull this off. Like for real. And I was thinking like hot, cold moments. And then I was like thinking like the egg video, the
Oh
guy
my
with the
God.
treble on his
Oh
his
my god,
on his
that tattoo that I saw. Yo,
I saw that tattoo and I'm
I
like,
hate
please,
early tattoos.
Inter,
I hate
please.
it. That
You
was
haven't
like,
seen it?
No, there was a guy like
Bro.
a week before the finals. He got a tattoo of like City, with like all 3 trophies and the Champions League. It was like
like
Champions
that's a
League winner
hex, man.
2023.
Like you can't do that.
Like
It's either
Yo.
that or Drake wears a Man City jersey,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like the final curse is back on a little
like
bit.
when I saw I couldn't believe. I was like, yo, delete this, like get this off of the internet because like that's a curse. Like,
Why
that's-
would you? Yeah, like,
Exactly. Why would you do
all the
that? And it's
pictures.
like, and yo, the Croatian players, like
The Croatia
City
player
didn't
won
have a
too.
Croatia player,
oh,
like all the
right,
winners,
right,
in,
right.
like since however long have had a Croatian player.
Broke a record,
City
bro.
didn't. Exactly. But there was another record. Every team that like every winner since I think it's like 2009 or something has had a Brazilian or a Spanish player, and Inter don't have that. The City do.
So he
Oh,
had
for-
both. So it's like there was another
So-
one, and like City's on the verge of signing Kovacic. So it's like it was the Croatian player was there.
This was
Yeah.
literally everywhere. I know. I saw that funny meme. It's like, oh, Pep trying to sign
Exactly, he signed him before the final.
before the finals. Where, bro? This was literally everywhere on
I
the
think
internet.
maybe
Wow.
the rumor saved you. Just like, okay,
Well,
maybe you do have actually.
Okay, they're trying.
Maybe you do have a. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but like it's like. the
No,
rumor
I know
came
what you
before the
mean.
Final, so it was like okay.
No,
yeah,
but no, that was like the tattoo. I'm gonna find it. The tattoo was that
It was
was
a nice
the
tattoo. It
worst.
was actually done.
It was
pretty
actually,
good.
it really wasn't nice. You should get that
Look.
done.
that's
Nice
some
shit.
balls though,
Yeah, like that's a nice tat boy to do that before the game.
Literally
Bro,
before
this
the
was
game,
5
bro.
days ago.
bro.
That's
Like,
insane.
I couldn't wait.
I was
It's
thinking,
yesterday.
I was like, yo, like this is gonna happen. Inter could pull this off. Like, I really think they could pull
Like,
it
yeah,
off.
there was like a glimpse where I felt like, oh my god, they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like the upset team that's gonna do it, and
And then you know what, the zone.
No,
I don't know if you guys ever watch.
that would
On
have I
your
would have been
phone?
like,
And when you click the screen twice, and it zooms in, and it doesn't show the score.
Yeah.
So like I was watching. I'm gonna say this so I don't get arrested. I was watching in Minecraft.
Okay.
You know, in Minecraft, I was watching the game in my car, right? So I'm watching it in my car in Minecraft, and my phone tilts, and so I put my phone back, and I thought I rewinded it
Yeah.
because I didn't see the score, and then I see Rodri kick the ball, and
Yeah.
it goes in, and then I'm like, oh, like this is super zoomed in. I think they're re-looking for VAR,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wait a second. I double click and it's live, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no, they scored, bro. Oh my god! In that moment, like I feel like it's about to come, like the floodgates. Here's comes to 3-0. But then they held their own, and I was like surprised. And then that last
last effort.
that last second, I thought they were gonna do it. They didn't, bro. They didn't.
Hats off to Inter though. I'll give
Oh.
them that, but
They fought.
They're good, and like they're doing it on like a shoestring budget.
Yeah.
The owners
Well,
are
I
Terrible.
thought Milan
Yeah,
had
they're
money
screwed.
trouble. Inter
I
has
saw
way
the
more.
stat where it's like even if they win Champions League, they can't.
yeah,
They
like
can't get out of their
they'll
debt.
still be in debt.
There's
They're-
already like the rumor
like-
of like Onana leaving.
Yeah,
Like, they
like,
asked him
bro,
like,
it's-
"Oh, so you could be gone after this year?" It's like,
Yeah, it's
Whatever
How are you gonna
happened?
tell someone that like right before?
Bro,
Champions
it's
League
like-
final?
no, it was after. It was
Oh,
like,
it was
it was
after?
like days. I think
Like,
it was like today or
it's-
something. Yeah,
it's
that
insane
interview.
because like bro, every season like it tries to sell someone. It tries to sell a big player. Like last year, it was
Lukaku.
Felipe
I don't-
Caicedo.
Lukaku was definitely
Well, I
one
don't
of the
think-
players.
Correct.
but-
yeah. Lukaku was. I actually it might have been. It might have been last year. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
Yeah, well,
last
last
year
they
it
loaned
was.
them this year.
Yeah, like last year it was Lukaku and Hakimi.
Oh yeah.
Big
Oh, yeah,
signings
those-
that were there with Conte, and they
They're
had to be
still in
sold.
debt?
Bro, they're
Still,
still
yeah.
in
That's
debt. They're
insane.
still in debt.
That's actually bad.
Bro, and then it's like this year there was rumors like Dumfries was gonna be sold because teams for whatever reason think he's like some great
Yeah.
player.
He was on Barca's radar, and I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was,
don't
I was
get
seeing
that.
like 50 million, man. If they got 50 million for that guy,
that'd be a steal.
whoever pays that is so dumb because that guy, he's not a real footballer.
Last question: is Pep? How long is his contract? Like official?
He has 2 more years.
2 more years?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think this is a good time to end the segment part. Congratulations, Rousseau, City.
City finally achieved European
Yeah.
glory.
You
Only
could
took
get-
$1 billion.
You get your final moments. You can say goodbye and your final. You get to close this out.
This was one of the best teams we're ever gonna see. This is one of the best teams we're ever gonna see. Treble winning, Champions League winners, records broken, best treble team in what? In England, 100%. Barca, that's another Pep team. So and that's one of the best teams of all time. So, but it's up there. No, a lot of big teams haven't done the treble. Madrid, Liverpool, trash. One of the best moments of my life. It's up there. Fell to my knees. Felt like Jesus. Yeah. Wait. Is this the video's done? Wrapping up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, I'm so sorry. I have one. Then you can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Quickly. I was thinking during those first 10 minutes, I'm like, wow, if City don't win this Champions League, they really aren't like, because people are already putting them with Barca, and respectfully, so why, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, if they don't, they're kind of get lost in history, like in the ways that they won't repeat, they won't get the champions still.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, would this team still go down in history if they didn't win Champions League?
No chance.
No.
No, because
They
like
have to win.
because like realistically, for a lot of the season, City weren't good. City was good after the World Cup because Pep figured out how to figure out like everything. Or, I don't know, not even after the World Cup. After the transfer window is when everything changed. Right, they got rid of Cancelo and they went to like 4 center backs, and that's when Pep like reinvented Stones. Stones was playing as that CDM now, and everything changed. If City don't win, well, they win the Premier League with 89 points, 5 losses. They won the FA Cup, okay, or they do a double. That's good, but like double's
To
been
lose
done.
the big one,
Exactly.
in the Champions League. That's gonna be what people.
Yeah,
look
exactly.
at.
Like bro, like realistically, this isn't even the best City team in Pep's era. Like, bro, City have gotten 100 points, domestic quadruple. Like, there's better team. Like, yeah, I think I'm not gonna say the team last year was better, but the team last year was like more fluid. But that's all obviously because like they weren't playing with a natural striker. But yeah, I think like if City
Which is
don't
more Pep style.
exactly, it's more Pep style. Like you can even at Barca, like with Messi as a false 9, like that's what he was trying to do with like Foden or Grealish as a 9 or De Bruyne. Like he's trying to like emulate that last year or the 2 years ago or for the last 2 years. But yeah, if they don't win the Champions League, there's just another team. It's just another like Premier League for Pep. But yeah, the team gets lost in history. It's not up there with.
I mean, they would get, because also I was thinking like they also did three-peat though.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's
So would
all-
that it kind of still like, you know,
I guess like it's still it's a big thing.
it'd be
Again,
like
not
the best
Premier
team that never.
One champion.
It would be
Yeah,
that part of
yeah,
that
it's-
list, yeah,
yeah,
like top
yeah.
10 teams that didn't win the Champions League. Man City,
Yeah,
2020.
because like obviously a three-peat's like how many teams have done a three-peat? United's done it.
Real Madrid.
I'm talking in the Prem.
I was talking
Oh,
about
then
Champions
that's
League.
it, yeah.
But you're fine.
But we, yeah, in
Anyways,
the Prem
yeah,
menu,
like in the Prem, especially in the Prem, doing like a three-peating in the Prem is like
It's hard. Yeah.
it's hard. Like Pep said like numerous times, winning the Premier League is harder than winning the Champions League because you have to be consistent for those 38 games. And the Champions League is luck. It's the luck of the draw. Are you lucky with injuries? Are you lucky that the ball bounced this way? Are you lucky with
Yeah.
you didn't get
I
this
get it.
call? Like there's so many instances with City's luck in these last like 5 years, these 5 Champions Leagues that have gone. Like I can pick one moment out from each year where like the luck just wasn't there for City.
The one time I think is Sterling.
Well, like
Rodrigo coming on.
yeah, like oh
Oh
my,
my
like
god, yeah.
like
The eyebrow.
is that like genuinely the bro, I'm like I can pick out a moment from every single season
Yeah.
in the Champions League where the luck wasn't there. So it's like yeah, like it just would have been another team.
Yeah.
It would have been like the 3 in the Premier League guys. It would have been like, or it wouldn't even have gone down as a team. It just would have gone down as like Pep did this. He is that manager. He is him.
Okay, great. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
But
Anyways,
in history, it would have just been like would have been lost. Haaland's 50 goals or 60 plus goals would have been for nothing.
well, that would have been good for the Prem.
What if they didn't win it?
No, if they won.
Oh yeah,
So wouldn't have been for nothing, because those goals are more in the Prem than Champions League. You know.
I guess. But like,
You want to win the
Prem's
big
whatever,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
Like I would have sacrificed not winning the Prem this year for the Champions League,
Oh, of
but we
course.
didn't have to.
Yeah.
Randy would like that too.
Anyways, 10 seconds to close this off.
Wait. Just one question, but you don't go in depth to it.
Okay,
Does Haaland deserve Ballon d'Or this season?
100%.
He's
Yeah.
winning it. Who's second?
Like I don't even know if you can give it to Messi
Mbappe?
because it's like he's not in
No,
Europe
it's
anymore.
like-
He's not in Europe, so it's like how are you gonna give it to him? That's my
Him going
thing.
to Miami.
Well, yeah, I get it. That's
Exactly.
like-
Yeah, like we'll go into that, but yeah, it's like I think it hurts it, but
Okay, 10 seconds.
yeah, City's Champions League winner, treble winner, best English side of all time, one of the best teams in history. Foresight Football. Thank you for watching.